Hey there folks, and welcome to the Abzan Pile Deck. You want to make this deck for yourself. Deck is linked down in the description. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. We do a new deck every single week with gameplay videos throughout. And with that, let's get into some games. Alright, we're against Dear Doctor. Dear Doctor? Okay. Chandra Sleeves, Hazard, Avatar. Languish looks good, but they're on the play. That can be a problem. If we can get into some double green, we can slow things down here, but that's not going to be the case. We're going to be running into aggro, using their energy for Toolcraft Exemplar. Fatal Push is a nice quick answer to that. So if they get an artifact, then we'll either nuke the artifact or the Toolcraft, depending on what the artifact happens to be. Because if it's a vehicle, then we got to save push. Yeah, it's copter. We got to save it for the copter. And we'll just wear this one and catch it up in Languish later. Tireless Tracker might keep a game going if we see another land in this game at all, which I have my doubts. So they're also running on 2 Aether Hubs, so slowing them down is quite possible. They'd have to invest a lot to keep going. Oh, Smoldering Marsh is going to be tapped. They're simply going to activate like that. That's fine. Like I said, we can wear it for a little while. Our turn 3 is a bunch of turn 3 plays that we have to hold push up for, which sucks. So we need a second option here. Ishgana is not that second option yet. We can Campbell, which would hurt them a little bit. And it would gain us some life back. Sure, we'll go with this way. That way, he doesn't play around push forever, and we can play around his garbage. So if he plays removal, we gain life. If he plays removal, then I guess a second Campbell probably be pretty alright too. He might just work around this though, and just play this whole workaround situation. But we have Languish in hand, so we got and a bunch of creatures, so it's a really... We just need a land. We need a land to really make this go. Our opponent's deciding how to deal with Campbell, because apparently Campbell is actually tough to deal with. Of course, if we untap with him, then we get Campbell, which is nice. Neil Spires, trying to find a way not to cast a spell. Maybe that's the case. When simply casting a spell and getting rid of him is probably an easier solution. Well, that's one that definitely is profitable. That didn't seem like a huge thought process there. That gives them room to get in with Copter. Which he's not. He's sufficiently happy with his hand. Our life total keeps dwindling. He's not investing a lot into the board. There's an additional land. Now lands play out a little weird here, but we can definitely forest, and we can set down Campbell again. And this way we hold up Fatal Push, and if he doesn't have the appropriate removal, then we're okay. He can play around that push for a long time if he really wants. But if he doesn't have additional removal, it's going to be a little hard on him. If he gets an additional mana, that is untapped white source, I was going to say, oh, well, he's got Veteran Motorist, that's something. It's notable. Now, does he crew and play? Because the way this whole priority thing works with changing phases in duels, unfortunately I can't nuke the copter before. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Is a solitaire, a single play afterwards. Because this we gotta kill. Unfortunately, this is going to get the bonus, so whatever. Well, it might get the bonus, might not. A little bit of drain on his side. We unlocked his fatal push. He's down to 1 card, so okay, it doesn't get the bonus. It triggers, but it doesn't activate. So he swings for 1. We're facing off a problem of, well, how many card types do we have? 2 card types. That additional land can come in value. I think it's probably just wise to clear this and deal with this in the aftermath. Probably the case. Yeah, snap it off for now. He's low on cards, so things like Ishkana will eventually get in. We can put out Nissa. Just kind of put it out there as one of those things to activate Ishkana. Okay, yeah, he's low on options. So this is another 4 that's obviously problematic. Nissa Voices Zendikar might switch his gears around to something else. That land actually allows us to play 2 things at once here, which is kind of where we want to be here. Just an insurance policy on the life total is what I'm worried about here. So we'll shield wall him. He might be stuck with removal in hand and actually needs that stuff there. Or needs us to do that to put his stuff online. Of course, Glorybringer off the top, I hear, is pretty good too. Son of a... Ishkana will unlock that. It'll be nice defensive play here. And can at least hold its own for a little bit. So, Nissa did exactly what it was supposed to do and hold our life total. Blessed Alliance is alright. But we don't have the mana to do 2 things at once. Ishkana is just a brick wall, though, for now. So we'll go with that for now while it's exerted. And have Blessed Alliance for afterwards. Unless he's just got another Glorybringer, which makes things really, really difficult. Well, we'll see. Alright, vehicles. Ishkana put him in the think tank, though. So that's something. That's a big Sorin! Oh, Sorin has come back to haunt us once again. To a cast out. Yay! So our life total is super low. And now it's not super low anymore. But we can't actually kill... Well, we can kill their Sorin actually just fine. With our Sorin. So, if we leave Sorin alive and send 2 plants, or 2 spiders, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that puts it to 6, or puts it to 1. Blessed Alliance can turn around, untap, gain life, and kill this. Although we have to kill Soren. We have to absolutely kill Soren, so... But what if he doesn't draw the thing he needs off the top, and life gain is sufficient? Yeah, life gain should still be sufficient. To keep Soren at bay. The worst he's shown us is Glorybringer. So this plant is going to act as a blocker for this. We'll just try keeping the game here a little bit. Blessed Alliance could also be problematic in other ways. Yeah, he's ticking up first. That could be problematic. Do we run the gamble? Because we can get 2 modes on this, and that's it. We have to gamble. Gamble! Woo! Cast out is not required. That's right. Swing in. Swing in! Motorist. Gonna give him a bit of a scry. And he can scry to set up his Soren as he feels he's going to be doing. So I'm at 1. What are you gonna do? Heart of Quran. That's alright. Still not what you need. It's gonna send that. He's gonna nuke a token. Well, we don't need to untap. So we can save it for clue. Oh my goodness. So we'll send it that way. Don't have a shock. Alright. Now, let's sack the clue and find our answer for Heart of Huron and a few other things. And it is in a plains. It's a plain answer. Maybe it's plain as day and I don't notice it. Glorybringer's out of the way anyway. So that was a high payoff play there, letting Soren resolve. Our opponent is deciding to leave a single mana untapped and holding on his Heart of Quran activation. Because paying attention is hard. No, just no. Okay, so Soren minus will take out Soren. Soren minus for a lot could be helpful. This will turn into a 5/5, by the way. Am I willing to trade Ishgana for that? Possibly. I'm going to Soren minus for a lot. Well, to a certain point. We have to win. We won. That feels weird. Really weird. Okay, so we need to... what do we need? I'm going to go with 3 just to avoid the shock. That puts our life total up into a healthy spot. We don't need to swing in anymore. Unlicensed Disintegration is an easy way to clean up that, and now that leaves us in a really bad way. Game was not even close to over. I don't know what happened there. Game's not even close to over. Okay, I'm not going to chump if I don't have to. We can find removal, right? Not these 2 lands in a row that was really, really crippling. It's going to be that game, is it? We're going to go through hoops to find what we're looking for. Alright, hoops it is. Find me what I need. And hopefully not an additional land. Blessed Alliance. That could ease a little bit. He's still got the crew, which is really, really annoying. Well, a Blessed Alliance it is. We're in the game for a little while longer. This is our card advantage for the moment. You've got to be freaking kidding me. You got to be kidding me. What? Yeah. Well, I mean, just having all the removal in hand, I hear, is pretty good. Ah, you son of a... His mana's tapped down, so Scrap Heap's not coming back next turn, but that's obvious target that's going to happen here. We're still in the game! Blessed Alliance again! Evolving Wilds, yay! Less lands, please! Less lands. Less lands all around. Less lands. No more lands. All the lands can go away. How many lands did we draw? Oh, about 50-50. Ribbons for 4. This doesn't help us right now. That just keeps us alive and then we're dead. And there's nothing we can do. We held out for a long, long time. Just didn't draw the right removal, even though we have the right removal available. Oh well. Also phone. Phone during video. All the time, because everyone loves us. Ah. Oh well. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, we're against Michael Astarkla. Okay. We're on the play! And we got some Gift of Paradise, Fatal Push, fun action, some Grapple with the Past for our Woodland Wanderer eventually. Sounds fine. So I guess Swamp it is. And then we hold up Evolving Wilds for turn 2 because that makes no sense why we would do that. I don't know. Let's see what they've got. I mean, we could just get our white mana out of it, so that's fine. Apparently, there we go. I had to think on what to play beyond their Evolving Wilds. Now they're deciding which land, and that was a quick choice for plains. It's not Fatal Push, but that doesn't mean that they may not have it. Okay, white mana, or push for later. Let's get our white mana, because we can, if we ignore everything that they might do, we can get a turn 3 Gift of Paradise into a turn 4 Woodland Wanderer as a 6/6, if that matters. But I mean, it turns on the option. Some slow lands. A Hissing Quagmire. Quagmire's not the one I'm looking for. But we can Gift of Paradise onto the Swamp based on that mana. Okay, all set. Still nothing truly impactful from their side. Evolving Wilds again. They've got some real slow mana over there. Some real slow plays. Let's see if they have any additional colors. Indeed they do. They're Naya so far. Followed by Oath of Nissa, and this might be Super Friends, and you'll never see this game. But I'm going to kick their ass anyway, because damn straight. Cinderglade. No Planeswalkers revealed yet, so nothing to say yet. Still Naya. Ishkana's pretty good here. We have one card type. We can enhance that to 2, 3. Not quite get there. So I see no reason why not just Woodland Wanderer for 4. I hear it's good enough. Now, if they are Super Friends, and they play something next turn, we've got push for token type 1, which is the options here. Something like Nahiri is useless because we have a Vigilant guy. So they'd have to have a direct kill spell, likely. A Cultivator's Caravan is acceptable. Okay, still fine. This might be push right here. And we'd be okay with that. Alright, well, might as well swing in. They have 2 mana, technically. Actually. Now that I'm looking at that. Drop Quagmire. And then Gift of Paradise. Can we do it in this fashion, please? Gift of Paradise onto the plains. Some additional land. We have Grapple with the Past if they pull any tricks. And we can cast both Grapple and Fatal Push. So, relevant anyway. 4 mana into Chandra. Chandra's not impactful enough here. Not on her own. And Oath of Chandra. Yep, this is Super Friends. By all means, it is Super Friends. Alright, Grapple with the Past is our target. Go get Woodland Wanderer again. Rex Sage is alright as well. But we'll get Woodland Wanderer for the heavy beats, because he had to fire 2 cards to get that. So the easy answer right now, we also have Ishkana, by the way. Easy answer, I'd like to add. But we do need to kill this, because it's advantage. We can deal with it right now. So that's relevant. This one can get away with the game, so let's kill this. And I'm going to stop recording because this is Super Friends. Unless I get a beat. No, let's see. If I beat its face in, it'll make me feel real good about things. So we can actually Woodland Wanderer for 3 here? 2. It would be 2. So that mana was kind of wrong. So we got high impact cards for plays that might be impactful. Woodland Wanderer comes out. That's fine. Not worried about that. Is he gonna... He didn't fire off the Cultivator's Caravan, so he's not paying attention to the maxing out the damage. Woodland Cemetery's alright here. Makes mana a little easier. We can also Ishkana, but I think Woodland Wanderer is probably the way we want to go, because if he does... Well, I mean, no, this is trampling. You know what? Just do it for 4. How are you going to tap that? Can we tap it a little differently, please? Tap this for double red. Now we can do 4. It will not get away from that stupid... Oh, because we don't have a plains. We don't actually have a plains. That's a reason why. Okay. Sure, fine, whatever. But we could also follow up with Ishkana, but Ishkana could get wrecked real hard. Let's do one thread at a time for now. I'm happy with one thread at a time. See how he plays this out. Obnixilis decides to show up. So that's something. Obnixilis kills that. Noted. You got a vigilant guy. It's not a hard decision. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Push. Done and dealt with? Unless you got a real weird answer. No, you don't. So I have the strongest feeling like the Hissing Quagmire is not going to survive the night. Straight removal would make this a much cleaner thing. That's okay too. Okay, let's take a look at the mana. So we need all of that to activate Hissing Quagmire. Then we have 5 mana left over to play Ishkana if all goes wrong. Or we can play Nissa Vital Force alongside it and do both. Which looks real good. So let's see if he's got the solution for this. Not appearing so. And we'll untap a forest. Send both of them Obnixilis. Obnixilis dies. Whatever removal you have in hand is going to be insufficient. Nissa will survive this. Unless he finds just the right card. Nahiri is a pretty good card for that. Nahiri can kill the land if he wishes. But, he's killing the land. But I've got another land. See where this is going? So, 5 mana untapped is either Blessed Alliance or Abzan. Potentially something else at instant speed. So that's relevant. Abzan doesn't protect Nahiri. Ishkana deals with Abzan fine, unless they've got a Languish, but they have 1 card in hand, so options are excessively limited. So I think it's activate this again. And activate another forest. Our 5 mana is a little less of an option right now. So let's send both of these at Nahiri. So that it's not exiling our garbage anymore. No problem. And I think a Gift of Paradise thrown onto one of these lands to ramp just a hair is alright. So we'll throw it on this basic down here. And he can go. That's fine. Get some more health. This is doing the work for now, but dies to Cultivator's Caravan. Iskana will probably just have to come down unless they pulled off a planar outburst, which is not going to matter anyway. Planar outburst won't do anything. They say it's over. I don't know. Last game said it was over too. So this is not really Super Friends because there's no Super Friends there. It's our man land coming in. Gideon of the Trials is whatever. You know what? I'm gonna throw this one game in. One Super Friends just so the Super Friends fans have a game. Because as it stands right now, they're not really getting any bonus. Nissa Vital Force takes a hit. So this was emblemed. I wanted to kind of get an emblem with the amount of land we're picking up. But hey, whatever. Can't do everything, can ya? Okay, so Sun Petal Grove. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana total. So the relevant thing here is, well, we have to kill Gideon anyway. What's your one card? What is so impactful that you have to stay untapped for it? We're going to have to find out. So activate Quagmire. Activate Forest. Let's find out what it is. So everything to Gideon. So that's the picture. Card still not revealed. If it's Planar Outburst, might as well at least expose it as Planar Outburst. So let's see what they got. Radiant Flames is also an option on their radar to clean up a little bit. One's a land. That's good. The other is Yeheni's Expertise, which is not impactful enough. We've still got plenty here. We've got Ishkana herself. Blessed Alliance is alright. So I think this is just beat the face as hard as we can. The mystery is gone. The veil is lifted. So we're coming in. And with these 3 lands, we can do a full Blessed Alliance. Should anything come up and, you know, this thing come for our Nissa or something like that, that option is available. It's got him down to 4. So, no surprises here. Fatal Push is fairly irrelevant here. He's got a serious land destruction deck going here. Anguished Unmaking's an easy way to solve issues. Solve all problems. Oh, you know what? He's just dead, isn't he? He's just flat out dead. So, sure. Let's head in. Problem solved. Completely done. Didn't stand much of a chance. So there you go. There's your Super Friends doing not a whole heck of a lot with all the Super Friends actually coming out. And for a long time, board wipes were useless. Spot removal was the main thing that they required. And they did pull it off. Is this going to crash me to look? Nope. So spot removal came in the form of Chandra, of Nixilis, and Fatal Push and Nahiri. So there was plenty of spot removal. There was board wipes. It was a full one-on-one versus Super Friends, and we trounced it. Just saying. That's a thing that happened. We took them at their best. Although they did have blue mana for some strange reason, because why would you have blue in Super Friends? That's a bad idea. Everyone knows that's the weak Super Friends. Save yourself some colors and play some more consolidated things. I mean, even Abzan. Like, Abzan good stuff. We're going to I'm going to go on my rant. Abzan good stuff can go in a Super Friends version. Actually, Abzan good stuff probably should be different for every person that plays it. honestly. There's so much stuff in Abzan that is amazing, that can deal with everything in the meta right now, that you really don't actually need to worry about anything. There's so much exile, planeswalker removal, everything in Abzan. So play it however you want. This is just kind of the way I do it, and just kind of the way I want to go about it. Hedge against the really hard to get threats, so things like Cast Out and Anguish that I'm making are important. Board wipes and so on like that. And then really big mana threats to kind of stop the aggro in its tracks. That kind of thing. So, with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Deck is down in the description, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.